What's up, everybody? I'm stalling for time a little bit because of how this intro to this episode started. This is episode 279 of the Cheesy Controller podcast. I'm your host, Anton LaPlatte, starting up another new Persona 5 playthrough. Joining me, as always, we have the mech. What's the name of the town in Persona 3? Because I feel like at this point you haven't played Stardew Valley in too long, so...
I've been playing Stardew Valley on my Steam Deck. Because of the new update. You should play now.
I have it installed.
It's the Stardew Valley right now is the perfect version of Stardew Valley. You can have so many different paths you can take. There's so many extra things you can do. It is the epitome of what he wanted Stardew Valley to be. And he is officially done with it, and you need to go appreciate what Stardew Valley has become.
I'm going to wait for it to come to the mobile version.
Fair enough.
No, I have it installed on my Steam Deck.
Also, the best way to play it. I'm going to wait until it comes to PlayStation, honestly, to play it, because I do have that perfect version that I have like 400 plus hours in, so I just really need to wait to that.
Yeah. And I mean, when it comes to PlayStation.
Yeah. I mean, multiplayer's out.
Yeah.
You want to be rich? I'm rich in Stardew Valley. At least I'm rich in Stardew Valley.
All right.
From all the milking.
Yeah.
All right. And we got the ray traced non-IPS LCD Madrid Devon.
Yeah. So if you're going to be friends with Junpei, just be aware that he will betray you for a whiff.
Good to know. We got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. Chris and I argue for at least a solid 20 minutes about monitors. We talk about the Stellar Blade controversy. We talk about my vacation gaming habits, which, solid. And I don't even remember what we started the episode with at this point, which you'll be hearing in a couple seconds. But for whatever reason, we had to extend this intro so we wouldn't get demonetized. All right. We have not been on Just Chatting in a very long time.
I mean, you can see ass on a talk show or a podcast.
Yeah, totally, 100%.
Yeah, you can talk out of your ass.
Show has, if it's taught me one thing, there will be just a 2-hour segment just on ass. It'll have a musical number.
Does ass not deserve it?
An ass-dedicated musical number is well deserved.
Hopefully that was within the first minute. Like, hopefully we stretched the intro out longer. Yeah, this whole time.
Oh, well, hey, so you got to count the 7 seconds that adds in the regular intro.
It's 7 seconds? Or are you talking about the music?
The music, yeah. So you got to add that in.
That's 7 seconds. We're just going to stretch out the intro if we remember to do that by the time we get there. If not, here
we are.
We're not exactly highly monetized on YouTube.
At all. Fuck with us.
Right?
This is the episode that catches fire.
Right. This is the one. So controversial, yet so true. So yeah, I went on vacation. Just got back in town earlier today. Got a Kirby shirt.
Congratulations.
This shirt's dope.
The vacation. That is a dope ass shirt. I will say.
It's clean. It's a clean shirt.
Is it like 24 different Kirby?
24? Okay. I'm gonna just hover. These are all the Kirby's.
Oh, 4 times 4 is 16 plus 2. No, it's 18 different Kirby's, but it's fine. That's cool.
So, yeah.
Wait, where'd you get it from? Is it just a random shop, or did you like where were you staying?
I can't.
Say?
Yeah, I can't divulge where I be getting my shirts from because before, when I was divulging where I was getting my shirts from, I would have a period of time between absolutely nobody having the shirt
Mm-hmm.
to everybody having the
Everybody?
shirt, and then I
Or-
just have to stop wearing the shirt.
So it's not a GameStop. There's no way
No,
someone's going to show up at a GameStop and then
nope,
find that shirt.
nope.
Okay, that's cool.
It's a more obscure place than GameStop,
Hmm.
but
Spencer's.
also, no,
Hot Topic.
no. You would not find it in a mall.
Oh, okay. So not a Spencer's or anything.
Nope.
Huh.
But yeah,
Cool.
so on vacation,
Mm-hmm.
I did the thing again, yet again. I did the thing. My personal item was a bag with my Steam Deck, the charger for my Steam Deck, my Switch, and my backbone. So I had all these things. I'm like, all right, I'm going to play games. I've loaded up the emulator on my phone. I have like the entire GBA, GBC, and DS library that anybody could ever need at any point.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, like, a bunch of deep cuts that are just like, I remember wanting this game at one point, and so,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I have my phone with the emulator fully loaded, ready to go with my backbone. And
You're
I'm like,
backboning?
so you missed last week, right, Madrid?
Yeah.
And you have a backbone. All right, I need to help you set up the emulator at some point in the near future so we could really be cooking because, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
this is like the biggest hack for the emulator. Just having like a dedicated controller for your
Yeah.
phone.
I feel like there was like a lot of people that were saying like the touchscreen movements were fine for games that didn't like necessarily need that much like egregious like controls.
I don't like
But then
touch
when it came,
buttons. If at any, the reason I bought this is
Yeah.
because if at any point I have the option to not use touch controls, I'm going to
Mhm.
do that. Like
Yeah.
there is no situation where they're like touch controls and I'm happy about it. Like
Yeah,
there are even like
obviously.
swipe games that I'd be like, I'd rather be using an analog stick for like this
Mhm.
movement.
Yeah. And then like so like the backbone is one of the best things you can get for these emulators because
Well, I
it's
mean,
just so
it's just for
seamless.
mobile gaming because mobile gaming is supporting controllers more and more, like
Yeah.
by the day. So, like, I have Hades on my phone, just
Nice.
ready to go. Hook up my backbone and just play the full ass game of Hades 1, just
That's
at
dope.
any point.
Did you bring your Steam Deck?
Yeah,
You
I
did?
have no emulation running on my Steam Deck whatsoever because
I can't get it to run and I can't figure it or haven't attempted to figure it out.
I know the tools that I would need to do it. It is just very low on my priority. Like I could totally
Yeah.
just go on Amazon and under $100, like have the setup to really like do it like
Yeah.
correctly. But now that it's on my phone, it's just so much, and I have it set up like and ready to go.
Yeah.
The sad
Well, I
thing,
feel like the phone hasn't like expanded to every single console.
and it won't because
Yeah.
of Apple's like there are like compilers that
Hmm.
are used like Dolphin has already said like yeah unless they change their policy on allowing people to use these compilers, all these games are going to run at 5 frames per second.
You don't want that.
Right. No, they showed, they're
No.
like, here is what it would look like on the newest, best phone without being able to, like, they had it running on a developer, like, iPhone 15 Pro Max, and they were just like, it's a bad experience. We're not going to put this out.
Which is
So,
like crazy because the 15 Pro Max could run it like a dream, but they're just
yeah,
not
but
set up
that
to do
if it
it.
gets translated to ARM, that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like they said, the GameCube and the Wii are based on a Power PC
hmm
architecture, and
hmm
so with having the Power PC architecture, like they have to have a compiler that translates it to ARM, which is
Yeah.
what all the like mobile phones and like iPhones
Okay.
are running on,
Okay, cool.
and because Apple doesn't allow that compiler, like they're like you can run it on ARM, it's just going to be trash. Even with like the new iPhone probably has like desktop class chip in it. Honestly, at this point, and it's still like they're like yeah no, it would just be bad, so we're not going to do it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So hopefully that's not also what's holding up PPSSPP, because that is the emulator that I desperately need to come to iOS.
Is that one of the ones that are like it's technically heavy? Because I feel like that one in the N64 have been hard to like. I know the N64 is compatible with the iPhone currently, but that one has like struggled throughout the years to play every single game because of
Well,
how
no,
Nintendo does things. But the PPS, SSPP, whatever.
it's a PSP emulator, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
PPSSPP.
Right. Uh, that one hasn't been completely good. It's like better throughout the years. I don't
I've
know.
never had any problems out of it. Like
Really?
honestly, yeah. It runs super well on my PC, but so does like some of these GBA emulators that I have. It's
Yeah.
just the
Well,
convenience
the
of having it
GBA
on my
emulators
phone.
have been good for like the last 20 years.
Right, but like PS2, PS3, neither of those emulators are like fully there. Xbox is even
No.
fucking weirder, like on
Yeah.
the. So,
PS2 has been hard. I haven't tried PS2 since like
but I feel like
2015.
Nintendo is good up till the Wii, and then Wii U. Like Wii U and 3DS
N64
have
was
gotten good,
weird, and like
but
NES was
I
like
feel
sometimes
like
was weird just because they use weird chips in their like games. They
well,
would
no,
like
the emulators now like for a long
n-
time the emulators have just like smoothed over those issues, like
okay,
having
yeah,
to
because there I know there
like
was like not
that's
Yoshi's Story, but there was like the NES Yoshi game that had a special chip inside, and that emulator had to replicate that chip to be able to run that game.
right. And so for that particular instance, they like added a fix for that into like
Yeah,
just the base level of the emulator.
yeah, emulation's so like interesting to like look at just because it like highlights what they did in the past and like everything that these like developers have done and the workarounds that they had to do just to figure out how to make these games run as
We'll
smoothly as
see.
possible.
The thing at this point we have like that's why so yeah, Wii U and 3DS emulators are just like at this point about to be commonplace
Yeah,
because they've completely shut down those stores, and if you have the hardware, at this point you can just completely hack those because like they can't even access Nintendo servers if they wanted to. So
yeah,
like, there's never going to be another software update for 3DS or Wii U. There's never going to be, like, you know,
yeah,
another game to come out that's going to, like, force a firmware update or some, like, anything like PSP and Vita have still kind of done that to this day of like.
Even the PS3, I think within the last year or two, like the
Well, yeah,
PS3 had an update.
PS3 is still online. You can still get online on a
Yeah,
PS3, and me on my PS5 will see you online playing whatever the fuck you're playing.
which is crazy.
Can we
It's
join a
like
party
that's
together?
so cool. No,
No, there weren't.
not the PS3.
Yeah, not the PS3. The Vita, you can.
I don't think the PS3 had parties. I don't
It
even
did
think
not.
did
It
it.
kind of did.
Did
It
the
had
Xbox
video
3?
calls.
Oh, the
And
Xbox 360 had
yeah,
parties.
Xbox 360 had cross-grain party chat.
Yeah,
PS3 had like a native PlayStation Eye video talk chat thing. You
it
couldn't play a
wasn't
game
great.
while chat. No, it was not. It was bad overall.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's ass.
yeah. But I mean, like that was the beginning of like the online internet. No one knew how popular it was going to be yet, except for Microsoft, who like was
But I
making the
mean,
internet.
yeah, that's the
They
thing.
like
Like,
Microsoft knew because they made computers. So
Yeah, they had the analytics.
I
yeah.
mean, still technically they have all the numbers, and they still can't get that shit together.
Well, yeah, Microsoft's fumbling the bag left and right, but that's that's their own fault.
But yeah, emulation is super interesting. Just seeing, especially like the big three, and seeing how it's handled differently. Like on the Xbox Series X, you can reliably emulate all the way back to the original Xbox with like very few exceptions at this point.
That's dope. That's what happens when you really care about like games preservation.
And I mean, on the Switch, technically, you can play NES, SNES, Genesis, N64.
Yeah, they're getting better. But where's those Pokemon games, huh?
In Delta emulators. Available now on the iOS App Store.
Well, I guess it's not in the emulator. You need the ROM for it, right?
Yeah. And I mean, there's a function called Google where you
Yeah.
just type in the name of a game and then ROM and hit enter. And then suddenly you have ROMs of undisclosed amounts of video games.
And this hasn't hacked your phone or anything. Has your is the Delta emulator able to connect to your home network?
Not that I'm aware of. I was trying to get X-Link Kai set up, which is like
Mhm.
a ad hoc over the internet kind of thing, to see if I could play like Mario Kart on my phone against like Jawan on his phone. You know,
It's called ad hoc.
ad hoc is like local. It's like local connection. So like if what was wireless on the GBA or what's wireless on the DS or the PSP, any of those that were local or Vita, all of those that had local connections, those are ad hoc connections. I think the Switch also does ad hoc. Like when we were playing Monster Hunter and we weren't online, but we were partied up on our individual Switches in person, that's
Right.
ad hoc. Like Smash Bros,
Okay.
same deal. That is an ad hoc connection, like a local, like within this limited range, like it's gonna work solidly.
That's cool.
Chris, do you know about X-Link Kai? Did you ever, did
Mm-mm.
you ever get that deep into the thing? So X-Link Kai was a like PC app back in the day that would let you connect your PSP to like through ad hoc to your local network and then let you play PSP games online.
That's cool. I don't think I never played like a PSP game online, even though like I had Battlefront 2 that could have done it.
Yeah, I think Battlefront 2. There were a few games that had like online on PSP because I definitely distinctly remember like playing PSP online.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, PS2 had online games. It's really hard to get a like complete in-box Final Fantasy 11 on PS2 with the hard drive adapter. That's a super hard game to get.
Yeah.
I can see why.
Well, how much is the adapter itself?
Well, I think the Final Fantasy bundle I'm talking about came with the adapter and like a 20 gigabyte hard drive, which at that time was like, whoa.
Oh yeah.
20 gigabytes.
You can get the network adapter for like $20.
For the
I mean, it's not like
PS2.
for the PS2.
No, I just want that edition of Final Fantasy 11 that's a big ass box that has all those things in it.
Honestly, like what you need to do now is just mod your PS2 to have like a hard drive with all the PS2 games in it.
I could do that with multiple PS2s right now, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's not as simple as, maybe throw a PS2 emulator on my phone.
Right. Right. It's true.
That's really my answer to everything emulation right now. It's been like, can it run on my phone? I got a backbone for my phone, and it has a touchscreen and gyro and
Are you still running the 12?
Yeah.
Damn, I don't know what's going on. Like my 12 is dying, and it's dying fast.
Mine is flourishing.
And I'm not doing anything differently. Like,
yeah, that's the iPhone conundrum.
unless I guess
It's not a conundrum.
Anton has been on record for many a year that he loves iPhone. So maybe iPhone or Apple has just chosen not to slow down his charging.
Are you using a regular charger or a USB-C charger?
USB-C charger.
Can't help you.
Yeah, I can't be helped. It's fine. Like I play Pokemon Go.
Pokemon
it'll
Go
last.
just murders your fucking battery, no matter what phone you're on.
It might be the Adventure Sync that I have on.
No, Adventure Sync's not that heavy. It's when the game is on and active and like.
Oh, well, I don't keep it on like that.
Well, on community days you do. In those days,
yeah, my shit'll die.
Honestly, at this point, at least 2 of us have had a battery bank on every community day. Of just like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely made the sad choice of charging my battery bank, having it on the counter ready for me to go, and then leaving it there on there. Yeah.
Like I'm not playing Pokemon Go, but I feel like I have some pretty good battery life on my phone. But I got a 14.
Oh yeah,
yours is,
that's last year. Yeah, your phone's gonna be fine
for
years.
If your iPhone is fucking with you right now,
no,
we got some problems.
Yeah, but if you were playing Pokemon Go on it, it would like devour your battery. It probably wouldn't it chugs, especially with this new visual update. It has been chugging on my phone. So
I love this new environment. Yeah. I hate the characters. The characters we talked about last week.
We shat on the character.
They are ugly
the new
as
character
shit.
models. Like the whole new character creator is garbage, trash. Burn the whole thing down. Send it back. It was fine. 2016 to 2024, and they were just like, "How about we fuck it?"
What was the Let me look
it's bad. Just look at Pokemon Go.
Did the environment come later?
Yes.
Because I feel like I didn't notice the environment until recently, and I was like, okay, this is cool. You did great here.
Well, the
characters
environment
can go
thing
fuck themselves,
was in testing before the character. Like the character thing just kind of rolled out, but the environment thing was slowly rolling out and being tested, and then I think last week after we started recording is when it fully rolled out of just
Yes.
like,
Okay, that's when
and
I kind of started noticing it.
it is top tier. As
It
somebody who
is
was
so
at the
good.
beach hunting for
Did it show the
wiglets,
beach?
yes,
That's so cool.
that's one of the new biomes. It's like snowy forest city, like
I get the forest a lot.
Wiglet is still an insane name.
and I didn't get one. That's the
Insane
fucking
looking
bullshit.
Pokemon.
Absolute bullshit that I drove around on the beach for like an hour. Like I was
Wiglet.
legitimately 1 block away
You
from the
drove
beach.
on the beach for an
No.
hour?
1 block away from the beach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I
Damn.
like so many and absolutely I didn't get a Corsola over there and I didn't get a Wiglet.
Oh, because you were supposed to. You were looking for the Corsola too.
I got
I
two
don't think I've
Corsolas.
gotten a Corsola. Oh, you gotten a Corsola?
Yeah, I got two. I
Oh.
told you I got one
I
and you
don't think
got
I've ever
stoked.
seen a.
And you were like, yeah, you hadn't seen one. I'm like, okay, I'm going to try and catch an extra one for you. But
Sick.
you know I keep 2 of every Pokemon plus
Yeah.
variants. So I only have 2. So you're lucky you're getting one.
I'll give you a shiny something you don't got.
Yep. That sounds like a fair trade to me. I'll take it. I had to start like offloading my Bellsprout and my Litten and my Rowlets into from Go into Home because I'm like at this point they're taking up too much space and it's like
It'll turn them into candy.
yeah I mean they you get like a candy for transferring to Home versus just regular transferring where you get the same thing but the Pokemon's gone. This way, they're at least being saved in Pokemon Home for when Pokemon Zaza comes out. There'll be a
Oh,
bunch
yeah,
of
yeah.
shinies for all my friends who haven't been playing Pokemon Go and shiny hunting like a crazy person.
Pokemon Zazarantes.
All right, so yeah, Chris, this environment update.
It's sick. It's
All right.
like because they don't. Do they allow you to use the AR where you can see it in the real environment?
Yes,
Still?
because I had
I don't
to
think
do
I've
a
looked for that.
snapshot, and I had to do like an AR, like play with my buddy because I was my Remoraid was like a high tier friendship level, so it was getting like 2 hearts for like each heart that's on the thing, and so I got my Octillery. And now I'm grinding out Carvana candy to get a Sharpedo. But
Nice.
yeah, I'm out here. My decks, so many new entries to my decks over the weekend. Like, it was great. And then, all right, so last time we recorded was the 21st. On the 22nd, I got a shiny Spearow with my auto catcher. And then 23rd,
cool.
I got my Corsola. Also on the 23rd, I got 2 shiny Trubbish from the Spotlight Hour. So I
Damn.
evolved one of those, and I have a shiny Trubbish and a shiny Garbodor.
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 Caravaggio.
And then the 25th, my birthday,
that.
I got another Corsola. And at some point on the 25th, Alana invited me to a Registeel raid, and I just didn't do any Registeel raids because I had like more important things to deal with, like on vacation. And so Alana on the first raid got a shiny Registeel.
Nice.
And then I was like, the hotel I was staying in was a gym. And so every time a raid would pop, I was like trying to get people in. And there was a Mega Aggron raid. And I got a hundo out of it.
Nice.
And then
that was the raid that you were trying to like. I don't.
Is it Hundos a Pokemon?
Yeah. It's
hundos
like,
are 4-star Pokemon. They're perfect IVs.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
So-
the one where you try to invite me, but for whatever reason, the invite never popped.
But you got in on Lucario, right?
Yeah. I got it on
Also, I got
Lucario.
like 5 Lucarios over the weekend. But yeah, then I got a Hundo Binacle and a shiny Venonat, both
A
with my
shiny
auto.
Venonat.
Yes, shiny Venonat's cool as hell. I fuck with shiny
Nice.
Venonat. And then I hit level 40, and I was just chilling in the hotel, like playing the game. And a couple encounters in, I get a shiny Doduo
Nice.
yesterday. So that's like the summary of my Pokemon Go playing over the course of this vacation, because of course I took my Steam Deck, took my phone with an emulator and my backbone, took my Switch, and all I did was download Rocket League and update
Mhm.
Fallout 4 on my Steam Deck, and then proceed to not play either. I did play my Steam Deck on the plane ride down there because the guy like who sat next to us pulled out a Steam Deck OLED and was playing Dredge, and I was like, at first I had my phone with my backbone. I'm like, nah. If I'm sitting next to like somebody with a Steam Deck, I gotta,
You got to go deck for deck, huh?
yeah. Mine's
Well,
not
you said he
OLED
was
though.
playing Dredge?
Yeah. Yeah,
Y'all have
Dredge. There's a
y'all talk
Dredge
about it?
demo. Not really. He was playing his game, so I was like, shit. I played Tetris Effect Connected, played a little
Mhm.
bit of Hades, and played. I think that might have been it. Because
Nice.
it was like an hour flight
Yeah.
each way, so
Yeah,
it wasn't like I'm.
It's not
hard
enough time to do no damage.
Right.
Right.
So, of course, Tetris Effect, Tetris. Because the night before we left, I was playing Tetris DS on my phone, and Tetris DS is a very good version of Tetris.
Mhm.
Was anybody able to check out the Hades 2?
Nope. I
Unfortunately,
tried.
yes, Jalen.
Oh, great. Yeah. So apparently Jalen got into the tech test. But no,
So
like
we'll
I
see
tried.
that.
I'm gonna do early access because apparently it runs great on Steam Deck, and like
Oh,
try
Right.
out
sweet,
that
sweet.
first area and really
Nice.
see. And apparently, it looks like early May we're going to get the early access drop
Okay.
of
That's
the
cool.
same content that was like in the technical test, probably
Yeah.
with some refinements, but
Yeah, they said they're
Yeah,
gonna do
okay.
the early access after the tech test is over.
yeah. And I
Like
think the
as
tech
soon as
test.
it's over.
Oh, as soon as it's over. Okay, well
Yeah.
then we might get it at the end of this month. So yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
it looks good. I liked what I
I
saw.
yeah I listened to
Yeah,
a
it looks
podcast where they
fantastic.
were talking about the Hades 2 tech test, and that's what had me like playing Hades on my Steam
Of
Deck. It's
course.
just
I almost booted that shit up on Netflix.
it's loaded.
Yeah, it's right there. Like you pull up Netflix on your phone, it's gonna be right there at the top. That Grand Theft Auto.
You need to do TMNT Shredder's Revenge. Let me see what the other good Netflix games are while we're on it. So, oh, they took the
Shredder's
decals.
Revenge.
Oh no, they do have. Okay, TMNT Shredder's Revenge, Hades, Dead Cells. Those are like the critical
Dead
three
Cells.
that like if you can just play those games on your phone, like you should
Mhm.
just play those
Now
games.
SpongeBob get cooking.
No.
Did cooking on the SpongeBob.
Oh, Shatter also great brick breaker from the PS3. Play Shatter.
Shatter.
Shatter. Got it.
I don't know how y'all feel about brick breakers, but
Oh shit, they got Death's Door.
oh shit.
Exploding Kittens the game. Oh, there's some bangers. There's
Yeah,
Too Hot to Handle, Love is a Game, and Too Hot to Handle 2.
Mhm.
Is love no longer a game?
The Queen's Gambit chess?
Yeah.
That might be kind of piped up, especially if you use Yu-Gi-Oh!
I'm telling you,
abilities.
they are really out there. Like the Netflix games. Like if you have a Netflix,
Oh, Into the Breach?
yes.
Into the Breach on Netflix would be fire.
And you have a backbone, so you should just be installing all these as we speak. So
True.
You can give us a
Installing
review.
as in take up space.
That yeah, that might be the next move is get a backbone.
Yeah, I would say just catch it on sale because like its
Yeah,
Yeah.
typical price point, it's too steep. Let's be honest, it's too steep.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
sale, 60 lower. Yeah, swing it,
swing it.
swing it. It shouldn't cost more than a fucking PlayStation controller.
Right.
It doesn't make sense.
No.
You're right. Considering you can use a PlayStation controller and just prop your phone up and do the same thing.
Yeah, like what the
But
fuck?
then you're not holding your phone like a handheld. And
True.
it's just propped up. But yeah, I mean, PlayStation Remote Play. I also PlayStation Remote played while we were on vacation because I was like, oh, I want to download this PS5 version of Fallout because I've been.
I heard it's more buggy.
I mean, it's fucking a Bethesda game. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
It
what
was
do
fine.
You know?
Like the little bit that I actually got to play when I got back, like all of that was fine. And like Fallout, it just is a vibe. Like the world of
Yeah.
Fallout, like
Yeah, I like my Fallout 4 save file exists somewhere.
yeah,
I think it's in my cloud. So I've been thinking about. I've been watching
and
Fallout.
all you have to do, you don't even have to download Fallout for the PS4 application anymore. All you have to do is download that save from the cloud, and then in the PS5 version, you can like convert all your PS4 saves to PS5 saves. Only
Oh,
thing is,
fuck
none of
yeah.
your trophies pop. So that's why I started a new save.
I don't give a shit.
Oh, I started a new save, and I was like, cause
It's like I have the PS4 trophies for them. If anything, it's not
Yeah.
like it's not like they're snatching them away from me.
Right.
right, but I'm like, I'm not. I don't remember where I was in Fallout 4, so I tried picking up that save for like a minute, and I was like, nah.
I don't think I have any less than 40 hours in it, but
I had close to 20.
I still feel like I'm early on in the game simply because I'm like, let me just raise my stats. Let me raise my stats and get my money up in better shit before I try and.
Yeah, I just did.
Because if I
that.
can go out in the world and get my ass kicked and have to fucking limp my way home, yeah, I need
Yeah.
to be better.
It's fair.
Yeah, so like Madrid, you're finally watching the Fallout show.
Yeah.
Only
How
one
many
episode.
episodes is it?
8.
Oh, well,
that's not
I'm
bad.
almost done.
Oh shit. Yep,
I
that's
am-
how it happens.
More than halfway through the 8th episode.
Oh well, yep, you're on the last episode.
Yeah.
The whole
You're
season
preaching,
kind of
man.
feels like a pilot. Like with
Oh.
like after finishing it, it makes a lot more sense of like why they dropped it all at once. Because like if they did it week to week, some of those episodes would have like completely killed the momentum if it were week to week.
Oh.
But like that's what I'm saying. The whole season feels like a pilot, and the second season.
That's first season kind of kinks you got to work out.
Well, no, like it's a great first season. I'm not saying like it's a pilot as in it's low quality. It just feels like kind of establishing a world, establishing characters, establishing the world as a character. You know.
I mean, that's what first seasons are for. So I can't really call it a pilot.
Right. That's
It's just the first season.
Yeah. But considering, only 8 episodes, but they're like at least an hour long each.
Yeah, them shits is long.
Yeah.
So that's 8 episodes is fine. Them
Have
shits
you
is,
been seeing the title treatments? The title treatment gets me
the
every
titles?
time.
Yeah,
like-
that's those are good. The
But yeah.
characters suck though. Like
It's
the-
good that you're watching it now, and now you have the option to just go and play the next gen
Go play
version. Because I
Fallout.
had to wait a fucking week. I was like, I finished this show. It was awesome. I want to play Fallout, but I know if I play Fallout now, I'll be investing time into an inferior version that I am unsure if I'll be able to transfer my saves. So I just waited. It came out Thursday, the next gen update, considering I bought Fallout 4 and didn't get the digital copy for free. Like, I had no problems, just like, it was just right there in my library pretty much already, and I just
Okay,
downloaded
so
it and all the DLC and started my
I
new
think
save
I
today.
think I put my finger on it.
Hmm.
I enjoy playing Fallout, but I don't think I actually enjoy playing Fallout.
Yeah, no, I don't think Fallout. That's the thing. Fallout has an immaculate vibe. The game sucks ass.
The gameplay is hot
It's a
is
Bethesda
garbage.
game. Yeah,
I
it's
was
a
thinking
Bethesda
about it. I
game.
was like, man,
We've
I kind of want to
established
play it,
none
and
of
then I
us
started
really like
thinking.
Bethesda games.
I started thinking back to how it plays. I'm like, man, it does play like shit.
60 FPS helps. 60 FPS does help. And, like, kind of me remembering vaguely the early beats of the game. Like, that's why, like, I say just start a new save.
Yeah, Madrid, I think you should
No,
just pick up Fallout 4 to start
I'm not
over.
gonna. I'm not gonna.
Just
No,
have a good time.
no,
Chris, you
no. I
just
said I no.
watch
I
the
did too
show
much
and then
community
start
building. I
Fallout
did
4.
too much community build. I think y'all are underestimating how much I put into that game. I just didn't do shit story wise, but I built plenty of communities. I set up I upped my charisma. I set up supply lines between my communities so I can get more
Preston,
XP points.
you just
Okay.
like doing what Preston was telling you to do at all times.
Was that the black guy?
Yeah, the settlement guy.
The settlement guy? Yeah, I was working for him with a bit. Then I think I joined up with the Brothers of Steel for the power armor.
Yeah, I definitely did that because I know in my save I had power armor in a little thing in a garage in that original like neighborhood.
Yeah,
Because the
yeah,
like
same.
one neighborhood like the was the neighborhood you started in, and I remember I was like, okay, I can set up a settlement here, connect this with that. I didn't go like super deep into it, but
Yeah,
I
I
definitely
think my
had like
other
a
thing with
base.
Fallout 4 is like I don't know. That setting really wasn't.
Yeah, Boston's kind
It
of
seems like the other settings were better.
yeah,
It seems to
Yeah.
be the consensus.
DC,
New
Vegas,
Vegas.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, New Vegas.
Even the show like seems to have a better like
Yeah.
setting
California.
than Fallout 4.
LA, Hollywood.
So
Yeah.
Shady Sands.
The only problem with like Fallout 4 had maybe a bad placement, but it really got its game play down, whereas New Vegas had a really good like environment, but the gameplay was terrible.
right, that's the thing. There's no like
There's no perfect Fallout yet.
right.
76 isn't going to be that. They failed from the
No,
start.
they fail from the start, but apparently 76 really is the best option right now. I just can't. I
Oh,
can't do that to myself. I'll play some
no.
Fallout 4, get that fixed out of Fallout 4.
It's too
But
much content being a live
like
action.
apparently 76 like you do like the intro and then it like jumps you to like level 20.
What?
Yeah, so like it skips a lot of the like fetch questy stuff at the beginning and like actually has like compelling storylines, but I'm saying all of this and I think I'm sure that I own Fallout 76 because of PlayStation Plus at some point.
Yeah, they gave it to us.
Right.
They said, "Here, please take it."
Play this
And
fucking game.
so
Take
I
it.
have access to it, but I refuse to download it. I downloaded Fallout 4 and started a new save. I'll probably get a
Yeah.
couple hours in over the next week, have that fixed. I just got the radio set up, so I'm going to just be wandering the wasteland with my Pip Boy playing the radio like in a Vault 111 jumpsuit, kicking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get dog meat. Definitely not going to get the robot companion.
Fucking robots.
Because all you got to do to
Fuck
get dog meat is like go to the gas station and he's just there. So I guess that's kind of how he was. Well, Chris,
Yep.
watch the show.
Yeah, you fuck with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Also, it's now Steam Deck compatible. So, and considering Fallout 4 is like such an old game, like, and it's like $10 for all of it on Steam. So, if you want to give that a spin, Chris. Or you can play it on
Yeah.
your PC and mod it to all shit.
Make it actually fun.
Yeah. Sounds like the move.
Hashtag cheat engine. Or
You can
just
make a One Punch Man
console
build.
commands.
I remember seeing that.
I need to mod more games on this PC.
Right? You should mod DLSS and ray tracing into Starfield. I could see that, like, just knowing DLSS will make it look better but run more efficiently, and then ray tracing, like being in ray trace space in a metal ship, sounds sick as
Mhm.
fuck.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true.
Sure.
Does DLSS makes things look good up to a certain point?
So what it does is it like renders it at like 720p 1080 and then
Yeah,
upscales that to 4K,
yeah.
and
That's why like it makes
so
it look good up to a certain point. Like because people were using Cyberpunk as an example, and having like a 2070 or a 3070 compared to having like a 40 series, while it looks good with DLSS running and it plays, you have all the frames you could want. There are some smudges and like little details that are like, this doesn't look that great.
yeah, but you're
But like,
not pixel peeping like that if you're
yeah,
playing.
yeah, exactly.
Like I'll pixel peep if it's a TV, but like on my monitors, the whole point, like I this is how close to my monitors I said. I cannot
I
see any
mean, I have a
pixels.
2K monitor. I'm working on getting like a OLED monitor, but right now I got a 2K. I'm not
There
like worried
is
about graphics at all
there
right now.
is a OLED ultra wide monitor that has HDMI 2.1 and it's apparently thick as fuck, but I can't even look at it online because like
Which one are
He'll
you
start
looking
trying to
at?
justify
What
it.
is it?
It's an OLED ultra wide monitor.
34 inch or bigger?
I don't fucking know. I can't know any of this information, Chris.
I was
Just
just
the
saying, like
OLED ultra wide is enough
there's a
for me to
How
34
much?
be
How
inch.
much do you think it is?
at least 1,000.
Oh, you should look at MSI. There's a 34 inch ultra wide monitor that's OLED with 2.1 that is less, like $300 less than 1,000. It's like a $700 monitor,
Yeah, that
and
is
it's
Shit,
like a
that's still
that
solid.
is more
expensive, but
than I
And you
spent
get
on
3 years.
both of
It's
my
3 years
monitors.
warranty of burn-in.
How could right? Because burning like
there's 3 years. There's a
3 year
3 year.
warranty of
I'm not
burn-in.
spending $700 on a monitor
Why?
Unless that monitor can
because
monitor
that
my heart.
is.
I mean, at one point, like a good TV is like
I
between
don't play
800
on
to
TVs.
what?
I play
Well,
on a
I get it.
4K monitor that brand new
Exactly.
was
People buy
$400.
good TVs for like 1,000 plus to be able to play like the new gen like consoles for at 120 frames per second. Your monitor for with quotations because TVs are just now getting there. Your monitor is able to exceed that while being 4K
No.
and an OLED.
My monitor is
OLED
not
monitors are
OLED.
light years ahead of like TVs.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So like spending money on a monitor makes more sense than spending money on a TV to me.
Yes, definitely.
So
Like you
spend that
like
money.
Okay, if I were to get let's say the PlayStation 5 Pro,
Yeah.
Okay.
What would be a good monitor to get with that?
Probably just a newer version of my current monitor because that'll
What
probably
monitor do
be.
you have?
This one is the BenQ
Mm-mm.
EL2870U.
Madrid. I would say save up for an OLED 32-inch monitor.
The $700 one?
Yeah. You want a a real experience for your PS5 Pro that can play.
All I'm saying, just
You're
so
trying
my
to do
monitor can
4K,
do.
which your PS5 can do. Your Pro can definitely do
Right.
at a high frame rate with color accuracy. You want an OLED, so
No,
just like
OLEDs are less technically color accurate than
no, they're
LC.
not.
The blacks are better in an OLED,
Whoa,
but
whoa, not the hard blacks.
I knew it was going to
the
go
blacks are more accurate in an OLED, but the colors are less
there. Mm-mm.
accurate.
That's not true. You can get Adobe 98% more. Like IP panels, sure, can compare to an OLED, but
Yeah. Yeah. IPS panels.
IPS, yes.
Yeah. So currently my monitor is
But
a
it's better to go
4K.
OLED because you can get at this
So
point
Madrid
OLED
for
is
half the
brighter.
price, for legitimately half the price,
Barely.
you can get
Barely. I'm looking at monitors. I'm a PC guy. I'm like looking
you
to
can
buy a
get
4K
a
monitor.
4K HDMI 2.1 that is not OLED, that does HDR, that does higher refresh rate, probably VSync. Then you're getting you're getting dicey when you start throwing in VSync and black frame insertion.
You want that.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
You want it.
VSync is where like if the frame rate's inconsistent, instead of screen tearing,
Yeah.
it
It fills
brings
in
the
the gaps.
refresh rate of your
Which,
monitor to
at
the
this
refresh
point,
rate.
like PS5s and Xboxes like are going to do that because they're not just like standardized like 30
Yeah.
or 60.
Those aren't problems you're going to have to worry about as much as people who play on PC have to worry about those things.
So you're saying IPS panel,
Yeah, IPS, 4K, 120 hertz, VSync.
bro, a 4K monitor is like
I
How
spent
much? How
400.
much is that, Anton? The
Let
way
me-
you
much?
pitch it for me.
Yeah, like what do you think?
Because that sounds more. That sounds solid, honestly.
A 4K IPS panel with how much
230.
HDR? Mm-mm.
230.
That a monitor is trash.
It's a Dell.
Still trash.
All right,
Dell?
let's go with the LG. The 4K IPS
Let's go with the LG.
HDR10. 250.
HDR10?
260.
You can be all right.
250.
250.
Yes. All right,
What,
let's.
The PlayStation is probably going to end up being like 600.
Right. Let's look at the LG 144 hertz HDR. The PlayStation doesn't even go to 144 hertz, but let's just overkill. We're going with a 27-inch IPS, 1 millisecond response time, 144 hertz HDR with G-Sync. Guess how much?
How much?
$254. $254 is one thing. $700 is a totally different thing.
Yeah, but you're getting a better product.
Not,
I've had like
not
shitty
for
4K
a
monitors.
PlayStation.
I've had shitty 4K monitors. It's like you're getting you pay $250, your HDR is obsolete. Don't even bother using HDR because it's bullshit. Like you're not getting good HDR for that money. So like that's just a buzzword in that monitor's description.
I mean, HDR10 is perfectly acceptable. Like, especially on a PlayStation. Like, you're talking about these things where you're not even running like a Dolby Atmos system with
Sure,
all
I
this,
mean, I get that,
like,
but like,
and all of that overhead.
you
Like,
want when you're getting a 4K, you want at least like 1,000 nits of brightness. You want that like beautiful
no,
fucking experience.
you don't need any of that. That's five
I'm
hundred
bougie as
dollars.
fuck
That
when
is
it comes to
damn
monitors.
near. Yeah,
I want
because
a
you play
solid
on a
ass
PC
monitor.
that's going to utilize it.
Also,
For
I do
Madrid,
video
who is
edit this podcast, so I want good picture quality.
right, and so that all of that makes sense on your end. But for Madrid, who is trying to play PlayStation 5 Pro
What
at
if
the
I'm
end of this year,
also
he could get
going
these.
to use that with a PC that I could potentially end up building?
I
Oh,
mean,
you want
you'll
a better,
cross.
you want a better monitor.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
want
Like,
a better monitor.
yeah.
not much better. Because, I mean,
It depends
all of
on
these that
like
I'm
okay.
describing are better than my current 4K monitor that I use
Yeah.
for my PC, my Switch, my PlayStation. It runs 4K. Like, all of
To be
these.
fair, my like 2K monitor is probably better than what he's running right now. Just because it's an IPS panel that like gets
This is a
98.
4K IPS panel.
Right. Which is fine. But like depending on what you want to do, like if you want to image edit, then you want to look at Adobe closer to 98% and like you want to get those color gamuts and like the wide range which costs more money. Which
How much more
OLED
money?
it's significant. Like getting a good monitor costs a lot of money. That like covers what you need. Like if you just want to play games with a good frame rate or a good enough frame rate, then you will pay like $250 to $300 to $400. If you want more than that, then you want
Chris
the
is just like, I'm going to act like this is like more expensive than it actually is.
it
Because
is.
you're paying between 200 and 260 at most to get a 4K high refresh rate, HDR.
Medium refresh rate.
No,
Yeah, like you are like when you talk about monitors,
144 hertz
Anton, when you talk about monitors,
for a
100,
Chris,
100
Chris,
plus is
Chris,
not, no, 160 is not a high refresh rate.
For a PlayStation
Then
that can only
buy
do
a
120.
TV.
No, because you're not going to get a 144 hertz 4K IPS
You can't
TV.
even run 144 hertz on a PlayStation. You can run 120,
Okay.
which most modern TVs can do.
Yeah,
So
but
what TV should I get then?
he's going to
Oh,
say
I would
OLED
say
that's like over 1,000. So
no, I wouldn't. I would say get the Hisense or the TLC, the U7 or the Q8 Hisense or TCL, and it's fucking it's QLED, and it's
which
beautiful,
is fake
and
OLED.
it runs 120.
Nah, Chris, you just
Yeah.
voided all your fucking cred with me.
No, oh my God.
No,
I swear to God, go look
I
these,
swear
no,
to
go
shit.
look
No.
these up. It doesn't have to be an
Chris,
LG. It doesn't have to be a
Chris,
Sony.
you can
Sony's
lie
a
to
trash
yourself.
anyway.
You can't lie to me. You can't fucking sit here
Do
and
it.
advertise
They have gone
QLED.
up.
No, Chris.
No, yeah,
Bullshit.
yeah. Go look it up. Look it up, dude.
Bullshit.
I've done the research.
Absolute bullshit.
I've done the research.
Is
Go look it up.
QLED like the big K soda?
You're like out here saying like a Switch needs higher than a 1080p monitor at this point.
Yeah,
like,
go look it up.
You out
Those
here.
two TVs are.
I would not pay
fantastic.
a penny for fucking a QLED over
Why
an
not?
IPS LCD. No.
No.
How much?
Okay.
How
So
much
you
are
don't
the
get it.
QLEDs?
Go to here. Oh, for like a 65 or 75 inch, it's like $800, and that's a big ass TV, and
You
it's
can buy
beautiful.
4 of these amazing monitors for a PlayStation for the price
No.
Chris is talking. Like an
And
entry
no, it's
point.
not an amazing monitor.
They are amazing. For a PlayStation, they are amazing monitors. My monitor, when I bought it, was the best monitor for a PS4 Pro at the time. It was
We'll
legitimately
agree to
like
disagree.
every
But
single aspect that I could utilize on a PS4 Pro, I utilized to its fullest extent with this monitor because it was completely capable of all those things. Now, the only thing that this doesn't do is 144 hertz and HDMI 2.1. And those two things will be the things that are the difference between this monitor currently being amazing and this monitor, like the upgraded version that has those two things, Like for $250, like yeah, no. At no point would I recommend someone even spending $300 on a PlayStation monitor. Like, I mean, you can overkill, but you're not gonna. You're just spending money on features that aren't gonna work, that are gonna go unutilized because you're not using
Right.
over $1,000 PC. Because yeah, if you're
So I should
using
just build
over
a
$1,000,
PC.
yeah, spend $1,000
then
on a
get a
PC
$1,000
and then get a
monitor.
$1,000 monitor, and you'll be set
Yeah,
for like a
okay.
year.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
it depends
actually,
on
I
what
like
you want to
months.
I
build
like
for
that a
your
little
PC.
better.
Yeah, 6 months. Spend $1,000 on a computer, $1,000 on a monitor, and you'll have the best setup for 24 hours.
No, you'll have the best setup for a couple of years.
Yeah, I could start like bit farming
Yeah, until
terabytes or
the
whatever.
second they
No, you don't
drop
even
the
need to do
50
that.
series, and because you're not
Yeah, that's
getting
fine.
you're not getting a 40 series card for under $1,000. So,
Whoa, that's not even true.
how much is a 40 series card, Chris? Going to hit me with the
725.
7. Yeah, going to hit me with the 700. But like, it's affordable.
You
it's
can get a
cheap.
4070 for $549 right now.
Oh fuck yeah! Send me the link.
Yeah, 40 series has dropped. It's the new year. They're about to like be obsolete or lower than but
Madrid.
it's still like 40
send me
70.
the link for
Okay,
that.
when I say 40 70 is about to be obsolete, it's way better than whatever console you've bought. Like my 3070 that I bought before the PS5 was accessible is still better than the PS5.
Right.
That's why I
Here you
need
go.
that Pro.
Actually, I'm
Right.
not going to send you this link. We don't trust Newegg. Newegg does shiesty shit.
I'm
I
just
trust
kidding.
Newegg
I don't.
more.
I'm not actually going to use the link.
Yeah, I know. But like, I'm just saying, yes, you can buy a monitor for $250. That monitor is going to be okay at best. You're getting what you pay for.
Heard. I'll keep that in mind.
Right. So I mean, even if you really want to stretch and spend $400 on like a PlayStation monitor, get you up to the console be $600, $400 monitor, get you up to that round 1,000. Like,
Mhm.
but I mean, honestly, some of these 250 monitors are better than this monitor when it was new and I bought it for $400 and it was doing everything I needed it to do. The only thing is,
What monitor do you
120
have?
hertz.
What's your monitor again? I just
It
gotta
is
look this up.
the BenQ.
Because it's a BenQ. I've had a
on.
BenQ before.
It is a BenQ EL2870U.
Dude,
Yeah,
And my
I'm gonna just see if my
secondary
job can send
monitor.
me a new monitor.
true.
Hey guys.
Okay, so you got a
guess-
7-inch. Okay, so you got a 28-inch.
Yep. All the ones I was talking about earlier were 27-inch.
Oh, this one doesn't even have HDMI 2.1. It's
That's what I'm.
2.0.
That's that was one of the downsides of this because the PS4 Pro didn't have HDMI 2.1.
Yeah.
It had HDMI 2.0. I got an HDMI 2.0 monitor, and now the one of the two upgrades I would need is HDMI 2.1. It did not exist when I bought this monitor. That is one of the downsides of this monitor being several years old.
I'm here to stress Anton out at this point.
Oh, I'm beyond stressed. I'm starting to lose my fucking voice.
I don't know. I'm still thinking about the QLED. It seems like a good option.
It's great. It's
Have fun.
affordable. It's a big ass. It's a solid ass option.
I'm gonna come to Anton's spot to break it in. Like, hey man, I just want to test out my new QLED.
Why are you against QLED, Anton? I really got to know. Why are you against it? With the
All it
technology that's evolved over the years, QLED has gotten
All
better.
it is a branding thing to make not as good OLEDs seem like they're better than the OLEDs that they actually are.
They're not okay. So it's not OLED. Everybody already knows that. But like, it's significantly better than your average. Like you can look at it. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
it's
better than
got
an
the frame rates that
LCD.
you need. Right.
What makes it not as good?
Yeah, like what's the downside to you that you don't like
Is
QLED?
it intentionally watered down?
It's
No, it's
not.
just no. Like
So OLEDs, the way they work is every pixel can turn on and off itself, and no one else can do that. So QLED can't do that. It's like LEDs have their different like patches that can turn on and off,
right, like
and
zones.
QLED has more patches than most of them, but it's not OLED to where each pixel turns on and off.
Yeah, my TV's like, I don't want to
I
say it
mean,
too
but like
loud, but it's
I'd
on its
take
last.
a I'd take a IPS
you do TVs
monitor
make an
and
IPS panel? No.
see that's I wouldn't be playing on the TV. So like
No, I'm just saying,
all of this
like,
is just
but you're
like
just saying, like, his TV is on his last leg, so he needs a
Yeah,
new
because
TV.
I, I don't need a monitor right now. That's
I'm
not
not
high
going
on
to
my
tell
priority
Madrid to go
list.
out and buy a Sony TV. I would never tell anybody to buy a Sony TV anymore after the last time I bought a Sony TV. I'm also not going to tell anybody to buy an LG
I wouldn't
or a
tell anybody
Samsung and
if to
like buy
buy a
14.
TV for gaming. Period.
My current monitor is LG.
You should. I
The
mean,
LG
with
TVs are pretty like all of these things are good options as
LG and
far as
Samsung
like
are like it's fine. Like especially
M-
now
My
nowadays, who
TV's
people who want
Vizio.
to chill out on their couch and just play their console games, you could totally do that on a TV nowadays. The TVs can run your 120 that
No,
the
I just
console is
need a
supposed to
smart
run.
TV so I can like cast to. That's all.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, you can get one of
Oh,
those
then
My
for
just
like
TV
fucking buy it
$100
hasn't.
like an
bucks
I
on
have a
Black
Amazon
smart
TV.
TV.
Friday. Yeah.
It hasn't been able to connect to Wi-Fi in like, I don't know,
Just
maybe a
buy a
year.
Google TV. Call it
No.
a day.
Yeah, you could
Not
really
a Google
just
TV, actually. Google TVs are trash. Uh,
honestly you could
Amazon
spend
TV?
$100 on like a TCL at like Walmart and get
Yeah, truly. You just buy any TV and get an Amazon stick or
or
Fire Stick.
just go to Walmart and
Yeah.
ask what is
I don't know.
like
I have trouble casting certain shit to like. We have a Chrome setup
Oh
in
yeah, yeah.
the kitchen, and HBO Max. Whenever I'm trying to play the games on there, it streams like shit.
yeah, so having the native app on a TV, yeah, I'm saying like you could wait till Black Friday and spend like $100, or you could spend like $200 at
Mhm.
like Walmart right now and get a 55-inch LED HDR10 with a shit ton of streaming apps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll consider that.
honestly. Yeah, just do your research on it. Just
Yeah, none of it's a
that's
big
the
deal
best
right now.
thing. Yeah, like finding out what your needs are and then doing your research and not listening to what is the most expensive because the most expensive most people are going to tell you to get LG, Samsung. You don't need either of those. They don't do they're using their branding to make them the best and they're not. They're heads up their asses charging you more money than they're worth. That's why I shoot to go for TCL or
Oh,
even
this is
Hisense.
2K. Damn.
Yeah, like
I'm
even
looking
doing
at
that.
the BenQ. Now you got me looking at these BenQ 4K 144 hertz HDMI 2.1 the
Well, I see
600.
the 27-inch 4K UHD is 144 hertz with HDMI 2.1 and DP one or DisplayPort 1.4 for 429, which is pretty good. It's HDR 400. It's bright enough
Wait,
for
where are you seeing that?
it's the BenQ actually has pretty good color accuracy too because it's an IPS panel. It's the BenQ. What the hell is the goddamn name? I hate monitors and their names, man.
Yeah,
It's
that's
be
why
confusing.
I have to like my audio sources. The only reason I know that like my primary is the EL2870U and my secondary is the GL2780 is
Gee,
because yeah, the GL is no. Fuck, now I'm confused. And which monitor is what? Fuck it. I got two BenQ monitors. They are the shit.
thank you. I haven't actually I haven't had a problem with. BenQ is a pretty good product. I'm going to try to drop. Oh, I can just drop this link. It's not a copy.
Hmm.
Here we go.
Oh, we did kind of get into it with the weeds of the monitors.
We did. That's it.
Oh,
It
this
doesn't
isn't
matter how you play games.
Oh yeah, no.
I want to play console on a TV. I want it like consoles make me feel like I want to relax. I want to chill out on a couch, play my console game. PC, I'm sitting at my desk with a
I don't think I'd
and
like
like
this monitor particularly, just because of certain things I like and dislike about monitors. But yeah,
mhm,
this is a good deal.
yeah, but it's a $400 monitor,
Right.
450,
No, it is
which is it's
350
got 350. Wait, the one
because it
I
has
just
a
sent you?
yeah because it's 386 and then it has a $31 coupon.
Oh,
So
wait, what are you seeing? Because I literally see 429.
let me do a screenshot. It's going to freeze the video. Oh nope, it's going to open that over there. Now it's going to freeze the video. I'm just going to copy that.
Huh.
Paste that. All right. And so now that we've been in the weeds, Madrid, do you want to handle the Stellar Blade controversy just so Chris can understand?
Sure. So, with Stellar Blade coming out, people basically, I think people with codes or whatever who've been playing the game, um, noticed that there is some graffiti. There's graffiti throughout the game that just says hard, right?
Mhm.
So
Right.
it's graffiti, hard, and it's just plastered in random
Yeah.
places across the map or
Mhm.
across the game. And then there's also something called the R shop,
Which is
which is
in
also
multiple
which
places.
also has multiple locations. It's where you shop and buy
Mhm.
shit, sell
It's
shit.
like the character's name like Rebecca or something, and it's like Rebecca's shop, the R shop.
Okay.
Yeah. So these two
Kind of see
things
where this is
lined
going.
up where
Yeah.
where there's a hard graffiti right next to the R shop. So there's a hard R. The hard R complex.
And I mean, it's been patched out the game, so unless you get like a disc and play it offline, it's been patched out.
Yeah.
They moved.
Unless you
That's good.
decide to get that
I mean,
patch. It was essentially like, oh, this is a oh. Oh.
Yeah, and like reviewers, like they just had to wait for the embargo to go up to like talk about it, but apparently they had already told the publisher. So,
yeah.
Like, hey
well,
guys.
which is PlayStation. So,
Personally, I think it's hilarious because one hard R, like, how many, where people use it?
in different contexts, there are
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
multiple different contexts, and
like it itself isn't used as a slur, right? But
Yeah.
it's used as a way to describe a certain slur. But
Yeah.
so I do think it's hilarious.
it's also
But
a
it
way to not use a different slur.
yes, it goes to show
There's a
that
hard R that starts a word that is no longer
Oh yeah,
used.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
that's another That's another way to use it.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Sure,
there's
so
also like Deadpool is a hard R movie because Deadpool like is rated R for like everything you could be rated R for. Like it's like a hard GTA is a hard M on a video game. Like any further it would be AO.
yeah.
The way
Hey,
that
yo,
Have I ever? What games are AO?
Leisure Suit
nothing you've nothing
No,
you've ever
nothing I've
played
ever played.
off of Steam. Like
Okay.
Steam has AO games, but like as far as Nintendo,
They put you on a
PlayStation,
watch list for
Xbox,
trying to download them.
they don't let you even publish them to their store because they don't want. They're like,
I'm talking about on Steam. It's like, yeah, we know you're downloading it. We see you.
oh, I'm pretty sure they're well, yeah. Steam, yeah, there probably are some things on Steam that should get you put on a watch list.
Right, but I
Oh,
was saying all that to say, like this game is made by a Korean team, and it's published by PlayStation.
Yep, it's a second
Yeah.
party game. So PlayStation's acting
Right.
as a publisher, but it's not a first
Right,
party
but
studio.
it shows that it's going through a lot of channels to get like filtered through and like
Yeah.
reviewed and things like that. Like there's QA, there's consultants, and it just kind of goes to show like the lack of
I feel like all like
diversity there, because like
Yeah.
that could have been like plenty of reviewers went in and caught this like that seems a little out of place.
right.
Well, they're all
Any of these people
Asian,
could have caught that too.
right?
Not defending it whatsoever, but I feel like as far as like QA, like when we play tested that one game that one time, a lot of what we play tested in that game in my brain is just white noise at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
So like I could see like if you're QAing and it's like a graffiti texture that's like not seeing it line up like that, like because you've seen the R shop asset 100 times and you've seen the hard asset 1,000 times.
Is it also like?
But yeah, like somebody should have caught it.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it like mostly they need American like play testers to
Well,
like
I mean, it was
do
localized
this before
so,
it goes
like,
out?
none
Right.
of
This is
that-
like
it's a
like,
Korean
this is the,
developed
like,
game.
localization team.
Yeah, like this needs to like be an American thing because
Yeah, it would
that is an
fall
American.
on Sony's localization
Yeah.
in the end. Like ultimately, I think that's where it falls because it's a Korean developed game where it has like Korean text for all these things
Right.
in like the build like that's being released in Korea because it's like it's a Korean woman that's modeled, like it's Korean music playing, like it is fully a Korean game, like where
Right.
so I guarantee that particular problem wasn't a problem in the game that they developed. It falls on
Right.
the localization team on
Yeah.
like where they localize all the text and just don't happen to like make that pass over and just see like it
Right,
line
because
up like
it's
that.
not like they tried to push back or anything. They're like, "Oh,
Right,
we
they
see.
noticed
We'll
it
take this
and,
out."
Like
Right.
by the time the game launched, it was like on the day 0 patch that it was patched out. So like you
Right.
couldn't legally buy the game and have the game with that in it,
Mm.
like on an online system. Because like even if you were to put the disc in and your system's connected to the internet, it would have automatically downloaded the patch. But if you were to buy a disc and just put it in an offline console where it can't update, you could see that if like that's really what you want to do with your time.
Yeah.
Like there are screenshots on the internet. Like just go look at the screenshot. If you want to play
Yeah.
the game, download it, buy it physically if you want to. Like I think
Do you
I'm
want the hard
passing
R
on it
version?
because I see Persona 3 Reload. Like I feel like a good deal coming, and so when that good deal hits, I'm gonna have to, because I want to play
You
it.
got to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just.
Join
What do
us,
you-
Anton.
Yeah.
Join
Do it.
us.
Every day's great at your Junes. You got to play Persona 4. Like once you beat Persona 3 Reload, you might as well just go
Oh
play
my God! Sorry.
Persona 4 Golden.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Did you say everything's great at your local Junep?
Junes.
Junes.
Yeah.
There was a shirt
Yeah.
for
What's that?
Junes
Damn. What's that
I
little
wanted
girl's
so
name from
bad.
the Persona 4?
Nanako?
Which one?
Nadako. Yes.
The little girl?
Yeah, Nadako. She loved that goddamn commercial.
But I mean, like, that's the store's jingle. In Japan, stores have jingles, and, like, you hear them on loop, like, constantly while you're there. So, like, the Junes is like, do, 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 do. Like, you just hear that over and over anytime you're in Junes in the game.
Well, it's better than being in fucking Target and you're just hearing consistent Taylor Swift songs.
I really just.
Noise cancellation.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't
I
deal
haven't
with the
looked back.
saturation of Taylor Swift in the like
It's terrible.
culture. Like I just
It's just
dislike Taylor Swift with to such a
it's
degree.
okay. It's totally okay to dislike her.
I might not
don't care
dislike
if
her
it's
for
not
the
okay.
best reason.
Yeah, I mean,
because
honestly.
I disliked her since the Kanye thing. The first
I mean, she's
Kanye
also
thing.
been like the worst woman for women since she became popular.
Sounds about right.
She's just hated on other women and brought men up since she became famous, which is bullshit because women are supposed to stick with some women.
All right.
But
You hate to see it.
Well, Chris,
you do.
we got two things left on the docket.
All right, let's talk
The
about it.
first one is retro collection. So
Oh.
apparently you have something to show the class.
Okay, so today I did pick up because I had a green version that's obviously fake. Anton called me out at least 20 episodes ago. But I picked up blue version. It's
Hey.
legitimate. I've been playing it on my analog pocket.
I got a
It's beautiful to have this in the collection. It's actually pretty clean for being a 1995 game. I'm not gonna pull it out just to get the real date.
You talked about it like it's
Almost
a high.
30 years old.
It's almost 30 years old. It's
Yeah, it's
fucking,
actually pretty clean blue version.
it's fucking clean.
Yeah,
It's
Game
beautiful.
Boy cartridges.
Oh
like,
yeah, that looks.
It's
new.
clean. I also picked up Ratchet and Clank Going Commando for the PS2, and a nostalgia game for me, Rugrats.
Did you taste any of them?
No, they didn't change the taste back then because they didn't care if we were eating games. Back then, when we were kids, they just said, "Eat the games."
They're delicious.
You
Blue
live or
version?
I don't give a
It's made
shit.
with
you like the
blueberry-
taste of
blueberry.
plastic?
I mean, we all should at this point.
Oh, Fade's
Yeah,
in chat
honestly.
asking who you chose as your starter, Chris.
Bulbasaur. That's always going to be my choice.
Yeah, Gen
Bulbasaur
1
is
is
my
always going to
favorite
be
Gen 1.
Charmander for me.
Yeah.
Word for me.
I'm back in the day. I've played through this game because my mom could only afford blue version. I've played through that game and chosen every starter, and Bulbasaur is just the one
See,
I will
Fade
go
is
with
also
in my adult life.
cultured because, yeah,
That's
Charmander.
easy version.
Hold on, let me.
Easy version.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't give a
Bulbasaur.
fuck. I don't give a fuck. It's
In
my
this
favorite.
household, we respect Charmander.
Hey, Charmander's cool too. I mean, Charizard's a little overrated, but
Yeah,
In this house,
they kind of
we
did.
choose Poochie.
that does look like a Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie, that does look like a.
It's just a little chainsaw dog.
Yep,
Chainsaw puppy.
got my
Wouldn't hurt a
Pochita
fly.
shoes.
I also picked up. Oh, I said Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, but I traded in I didn't pay for any of this. I traded in my CIB copy of Final Fantasy for the NES. I didn't necessarily like need it for my collection to feel complete. So I was like, I saw this. I went to my local store. Shout out Steel Collectibles in Kennesaw. Um, not as local as I used to be.
Brothers in Steel Collectibles.
They're a great store. Like the owner over there is solid. He's a really
I would
nice
hope
guy.
so.
He's a solid dude. Um, they have a really good collection of games over there, and they give you a pretty good deal. I got 110 for the game that I wanted to trade in, and didn't pay any money for the 3 games that I got today.
So what was the third one?
It was Rugrats Studios. It was a PlayStation 1 game that I used to play back when I was a kid.
Studios, is that the one like
See, did I bring it? No, I didn't bring it downstairs. It's when they went to
where they're like
Hollywood.
yeah. There's like a bunch of, is it mini games or something?
Yeah, it's pretty much a bunch of mini games you get to play as every character.
Is there
and-
golf?
Yes.
Am I making that up? I played that
No,
shit.
I think it's what's her name? Who was it Susie?
Angelica?
No, I think it
Susie?
was Susie got to play the golf one. Angelica, for whatever reason, they get to play golf. And you could just like play keys and you go through each level, trying to go through this Hollywood studio. It was a fun game. I want to eventually pick back up and do like a
Did you see that new Rugrats?
Friday
game?
night. Which one?
The new one?
A new Rugrat game
Mhm.
that exists?
Yeah, I definitely remember
Yeah,
this
there's
shit.
like a
Rugrats
new
Studio Tour.
Rugrats.
It's like a platformer.
game. Yeah, and it's also coming out like on NES.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's got like 2 different arts. Cool. I can't even say art styles.
it's not Rugrats Adventure in Game Land.
Yeah, I for sure remember this shit. Rugrats Studio Tour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a good time. I'm excited to add to the collection.
Did I own this game or did I rent it? I don't remember.
I mean, it was back in the Blockbuster era.
I think I might have owned this bitch.
It was just like,
Had the cart. Yeah, this shit was fun as hell.
yeah, it was fun. It
Oh.
was
Hey,
one
if
of
you
those
playing it,
games-
let me know. I'll come through.
The game's out.
I
It is Rugrats Adventure in Game Land. It's $40 on Switch. Oh, it's $40 on everything. Yeah, Rugrat Adventure in Game Land. If you look at it, it's available now on Steam. There's a demo. Oh, it says release
Oh.
date 2024. It's not out. These are all
It's not out.
pre-orders.
Damn. Oh
I
my
think
god,
there's
that's
a
what it
demo.
looks like.
Yeah,
It looks like a classic.
yeah. And with a push of a button, it goes 8-bit, so you can play it like where it looks
Mhm.
like those
Because
old
I-
games, or you could do it where it
have
looks like the cartoon.
I have the Rugrats movie game for the Game Boy, and it pretty much looks like that.
I think that's exactly what they were going for.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is amazing. I have to get this
Yeah,
game.
I think it was in one of those showcases.
Yeah, that's why it was in the mix showcase because it's being
The mix.
Oh.
it's being
I don't know if
published
I
by the
saw that
Mix.
one. And this is the updated graphics also look good.
Yeah, the updated graphics, it looks like the cartoon. The old graphics,
Yeah.
it looks like the old games.
Oh, that's clean. I need that.
All right, so the last thing is Persona 3 Reload music.
Okay.
They dropped the Persona 3 Reload soundtrack on streaming services, and so
Yes.
Spotify,
There's a
Apple
few
Music.
songs I cannot listen to because it's consistently playing and consistently playing in
Not a
my
problem for
head.
me.
It
I get that.
like I wake up and the song is playing. It's like after a
It
whole
never
8 hour
felt
session.
like dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, submissive, dun, dun,
So
dun,
just
dun.
like throughout the day, it'll just be stuck in my head, and I feel like I'm the pro tag from Persona 3, which is kind of sad.
What's the name of that
Uh,
song?
The one with about the white man?
I guess. Is it Full Moon, Full Life?
no.
No, the opening.
I'm looking at just like what the most popular ones are on. It's Going Down Now.
Oh yeah, that's my shit. That's my shit. I mean, that is the battle music.
Color Your
Yeah,
Night.
it's going down now.
Color Your Night. Is that
Um,
What is you posted it in the Discord, right?
me? I'm
yeah,
looking at it on Apple
No,
Music.
no.
when the moon
Want to be
reaches.
close is like the
Oh
one
yeah,
that
want to be close.
consistently gets stuck in your head,
Want
and
to
that's
be
the one where he
close.
thinks the white
Wait,
man is
what's the one that gets stuck in
crossing
your
to be
head?
shadows,
Want to be close.
Want to be close?
Yeah.
and that's the one that like kind of just plays throughout your school life. And if you don't advance in one of your social links, and it's just kind of like you hanging out with them, that's the song that plays.
hmm
It's
Another one I like is the Water Owatodai dorm music.
yeah, that one's good.
Oh,
This
there was a.
soundtrack has grown on me more as I've
Yeah,
played it.
it's like the more you play, the more it hits.
Hmm. Yeah, and I feel like that was the same way with like Persona 4,
Yes, Persona 4,
where
like.
it's as you go on, the soundtrack just starts to hit more and more. Where I feel like Persona 5, which is kind of a banger from the get go, because it was just a little more funky and you could jive with it a little bit more.
Well,
Three
Persona
and
5,
four,
we kind of got on when, on its initial wave. Like, even me, the one who's
yeah,
been on Persona 4 the longest, like, I
yeah,
got on Persona 4 after, like, the Vita came out, like, the golden
right,
version. I wasn't playing base Persona 4 on PS2.
right. That's fair.
But Persona 5, like, we all played Persona 5 on PS4
Yeah,
when it came out.
yeah. It was.
Did I finish it? No. That's not what we're here to talk about today.
But
I'm
yeah,
about, I'm about to platinum my second Persona.
with all saying all that, y'all should just go check out that soundtrack.
You should. And if that
Chris,
doesn't
you
make you want to play the game,
yeah, yeah,
I
it should.
I
It
mean,
should. It's good.
that's on
It's a good
you,
time.
honestly, at this point.
Chris, you're going for the platinum? You can do it in one run?
Maybe. That's a strong maybe. I think I'm gonna get most of the trophies on this run, and I think
Yeah.
there might be a couple of cleanups if I don't play my cards right.
Mm.
But
Make sure you have saves if you need to save scum.
yeah, I think going forward at this point, because I am starting to get into the real heavy stuff,
The meat and
I am gonna
potatoes.
start yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start looking at the trophies and seeing what I need to do.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like the world's finally opening up for me. I just met Igus. Um
hmm
and I'm back in the dorm, so I think I just hit the point where I can go back to my normal flow. So like if I wanted to go to Tartarus, I can.
Yeah,
And
there's
which
gonna
is
be not to like it's not as really a spoiler. There's like a second where after you meet Igus, it kind of feels like you don't have as much control as you used to.
oh yeah.
Uh,
I guess still that cool down period of like, hey,
yeah,
there's still some story stuff.
yeah, and that's like kind of what got me concerned trying to get all my social. There's a lot of social links in this game,
There are a lot
and
of fucking social links.
trying to find them all and complete them all.
Yeah,
during this point, like finding out that the sun doesn't come out on sun and it only comes out on Sundays, the same as like Maya, who is the MMO player.
yeah. You kind of
It's
just
just
got to do her early.
yeah. So it's like I dicked around and I didn't play Persona right the beginning of the game.
I mean, you have to be strict to do this shit
Yeah,
in like one
I didn't
anyway,
play the
or
polygon. Oh,
or no, you know, like
yeah,
I haven't checked the trophy list or anything yet. So I'm just kind of
it's not
I'm
Vibing.
just enjoying the vibe. Yeah, like fuck it.
it's
I
not
know what I'm supposed to
egregious.
That's
be
what I
doing.
want to do. Like, I want to vibe out in Persona 3. I need to
Yeah,
just vibe out in Persona
Just
5
don't
Royal, but my fucking save
just
got
don't worry
8.
about the trophies or anything
yeah,
like that. Just go have fun. And Persona 5 Royal, especially because they put in a lot of like care for quality of life things that just make
yeah,
playing it better. Like even like for both people who have never played one, for people who kind of dabbled in it, and for people who like fucking played the Persona 5 frontwards and backwards. It's like, hey,
yeah,
here's a bunch of other shit you can do with the feet the thieves den.
yeah,
Here's Persona traits. I still think that's like the coolest shit. Basically giving
yeah.
them Pokemon traits.
I really do feel like there hasn't been with Persona 3, like you either are trying to upgrade your social skills or you're trying to upgrade your social links. And if you don't have any of that to do and you're done with Tartarus, like you've hit a border floor, you
Just really
literally
not shit
don't.
to do.
Yeah. I mean, you can go to
The arcade.
yeah, I was gonna say like get one of those like CD softwares that you can learn more things from that, or you can hang out with one of the people from the dorm, but there isn't much to do outside of like Tartarus, social links, and trying to do your social skills. And I felt like there was way more to do in Persona 5. But I really do feel like they were trying to keep Persona 3 true to its essence, which is
Yeah,
fine.
that's
Like
fine.
that's the thing that like I feel like Jalen has always said, like Persona 3 outside of doing Tartarus, like there it didn't tell you much to do besides the social links. And it just kind of left you to your own decisions. And I kind of feel like it keeps that, but it doesn't make it as interesting as it could be, like as Persona 5 kept it,
Yeah.
with all the things that you could do in Persona 5. Which it's fine. I've maxed out all my social skills, so I don't really like
I'm
honestly at this point
I'm
my night.
really close.
Yeah, I mean like
I'm at 5 on
everything.
charm,
Oh, nice.
and then I'm like at 4 on the other two.
Yeah,
And honestly, yeah, guts is probably coming soon.
yeah. Like
And then wisdom, like that shit is. I'm like, damn, I'm almost maxed out.
yeah, I've maxed out the social links. I've mashed out all the social links at night, all the social stats at night. So I literally just either go to Tartarus or just hang out with somebody, which will just get you more social stat upgrades, and I don't need it anymore. So I'm just learning more story. Which the good part about that is the story is so good outside of the main story that like you're still having a good time. Like each character has such a great personality.
Yeah,
Like it's solid to just hang out with any character. I guess it's hilarious. Yukari is a worrier, but she cares. Your Junpei is a fantastic dude, bro, who is always going
fucking
to be your best friend.
fucking Junpei is an idiot, bro.
He is an idiot, and
He finally came
he will
down from
grow
being a
on you.
dickhead.
Just give him time. Just give Junpei some time. Just hang out with Sonata right now because Sonata has a lot of stuff he needs to get off his chest. But like, give Junpei time. Junpei grows on you, and I mean that. He's like,
Junpei, his whole storyline is scaring the hoes.
give him time. Just give him time. He is better than Persona 4's best boy. Because Persona 4 best boy isn't your actual best boy.
Who's Yosuke?
Yeah, Yosuke is
Yosuke's
terrible.
top tier.
Yosuke is not top
Yosuke
tier.
is the homie.
Hold on. No, who's the
I
actual?
thought people said Kanji was best boy.
Yeah, Kanji is the best boy.
Oh yeah, well Kanji comes from a more problematic era of Atlas.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I was just saying, give Junpei some time. He has grown on me. I felt the same way. I
No,
honestly
he
felt
makes
like
me
I
laugh.
felt Yukari
I don't
when
trust him
she would
though.
just
But he makes
say,
me laugh.
"You don't trust him." That's fair.
Not that I think he
Exactly.
would betray me, but I know he would do some crazy shit for Coochie. Even if it doesn't pan out well. So I can't inherently trust him in most facets.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm gonna let you keep playing because I'm still learning about what Junpei's doing. So I'm gonna let you go do that. I must keep doing that because I think I'm almost into winter now.
Nice.
All right. Well, do either of y'all have one more thing before we wrap? Because I started up Persona 5 Royal and I'm fast forwarding through all the dialogue.
Nice.
So
Nice.
Nice.
I'm going to get caught up to
Two
where I
things.
knew I was.
Two things. Metaphor Refantazo,
Can't wait.
October 11th, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So it was super close. But I knew it was October. I feel like they said it was going to come out in October anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I had always just had that. I just knew.
Yeah.
But is looking good. I'm excited to check that out when it comes around. That gives me plenty of time to still catch up on what I need to play.
Yeah.
And then speaking of things I need to play, Tales of Kinsera Zao. I got that
Yeah, it's
downloaded.
out now.
I'm ready to go. I didn't get a chance to play it yet, but I will be playing it sometime this week.
That's on
I saw
Steam, right?
Jawan.
That
I saw
seems like a
Jawan beat
really
it. It's
solid.
everywhere.
That seems
Yeah.
like a solid game to have on the Steam Deck.
If I were to play one of those Metroidvanias this year, it would be Prince of Persia.
That's fair.
Just
Yeah.
because, like,
I might check out
the Prince of Persia just seems to be like a more full featured game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, that does have DLC out for it now too.
Yeah.
And more coming, I believe.
yeah, they have like a story DLC coming at some point. So I'll probably wait on the complete edition for that. But like, if I were just saying like,
It's on sale right now. BT Dubs.
Oh, nice. Wait, Zao?
no,
No, Prince of
Zao is
Persia.
just
I
on
was like, damn, it just
PlayStation.
came out, right?
It launched into PlayStation Plus Extra.
It did. Thus, hence why it's downloaded. Also, I would have copped it today anyway.
Yeah. So wait, it's on extra?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's on extra.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Might just
But yeah,
have to
that's
utilize
all.
that extra.
That's all for me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Chris, anything?
Nope, that was it.
All right. Well, until next time, remember you can follow us all collectively around the internet, cheesycontrollerpodcast.com. You can follow me on Instagram at Anton6 with 2 X's. Pretty much only post to my story there. Don't go there expecting. I got like 15 posts total. Like,
Yeah.
not a whole lot going on the actual page. Chris, where can people find you?
You can find me in the Discord.
All right, in Madrid.
You can find me at x_Spain on Instagram.
All right. This has been a Know It's Good production. The audio version is edited by Akuma Santi. The video version is edited by Chris on an OLED monitor. Until next time, keep it cheesy.